are, it's time for the class trial. If you were wondering for the reason why I like this series so much, it is this. This is some of the most fun I have ever had in a video game. Not gonna lie. Alright. I have to set my skills. I got the melodious voice thing, right? Where is it? You made me get this. What is it? Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during the bullet time battle. Costs 3 SP. Well, may as well equip it. I believe it's the only one we have. Did it say my skill? It did. Okay. We can review our truth bullets. Got the file. Yeah, we're pretty chilling. We'll get it going.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I appreciate you letting me know, Monokuma.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
That's right, Makoto.
Of course!
Okay then.
Monokuma wouldn't lie about that.
Eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Nice try, Kiyotaka.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Always a salute, Kiyoko. You gonna ask it?
What's going on with those pictures?
It means they did.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Oh god, Ifumi.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Nice question.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble.
Is that foreshadowing?
Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
In my Danganronpa game, foreshadowing? Impossible. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. The first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Not at all. Make your argument. Alright, you're giving me the training wheels.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already. And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yes, it did.
In the bathroom.
Alright, where's the contradiction?
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
I don't think that's possible.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Making it real easy on me. It was the first non-stop debate.
Just a second, Chihiro.
Let's be fair.
Try to remember how my room looked.
She wasn't there.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
That is the question.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide.
What's that accent, actually?
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, This is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Make your argument. You're gonna give me a... Nope. It's basically training rails. I don't want to fast forward in this. Let's check. Hold down the control key to speed up the debate. I won't do it yet.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
It wasn't quite a random
How
knife.
can anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
Make sure nothing else comes up. Nope, that's the whole conversation.
So what was used?
There was some kind of shit
Fast
without a
forward through
doubt.
it.
So the killer used some random knife they had?
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong! You tell him, Makoto.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
No way would I ever be able to make that voice. No way.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah, very true.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Whoa, whoa, deflection. Deflection. You trying to send suspicion your way, dude? You trying to move? Oh, no, no. We're not having any of that.
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
You're an easily fooled woman.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
There you go, Kiyoko.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Sure, we'll hear more about it. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. If this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest, no need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Very nice. You gonna give me options now? Nope.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Yeah, right.
He did it in secret when nobody was in the dining hall.
This is just clearly the one they want me to shoot.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
They could have done the audio better here. That cut was quite abrupt.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Huh? She doesn't even know.
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
There you go.
What about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
I mean, that is technically a possibility, but quite a stretch.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That's a good question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to grab.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Hey, thank you, Monokuma. That is actually very helpful.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Accurate deduction.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Damn.
I can.
Woo! Coming in with the savior.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Damn, Leon. You have no tact.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
No, not really. Not in this circumstance.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Damn.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school's regulations?
No, it doesn't. It just says they have to sleep in a dorm room.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Taka, watch what you're saying. They're both women.
But I'm a girl.
She's literally wearing a skirt, dude.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Just get to the point.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We all know Sayaka was the one who got the knife.
One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Miyaki is on my wavelength.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone's not here. Are you talking about?
Sayaka.
Yes.
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Uh-oh, the plot thickens. No one expected this but me. The person who took the knife from the kitchen was definitely Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that, Makoto.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
True.
What? See? He did do it after all.
Shut up, Toko.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
Did he, though?
possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. They were gonna do that regardless. They understand? They convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Guri coming in with the save.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Most bewildering? Could you possibly be more vague?
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, she's looking at me. First Hangman's game is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure, we'll get it in. All things advance further in the class trial, like Hangman's Gambit, will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around of the letters already known. It's literally Hangman. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you will fail. Well, good luck. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. It must be a crucial point. Hair. We can just figure out what that something is. Alright, what's the weird word you're trying to make me guess? So 4 letters. I'm looking for 4 letters. It's hair. Come on. I literally have to shoot it up. I need an A. I need an A. Give me an R. Give me an R. Can I like fast forward? Yes, I can.
Now I understand.
Jeez.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Hey.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Hey, he knows.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
No. But we know her body was in the room.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Exactly.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Hey. Deduction.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Are you doubting the detective, Taka?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
Exactly.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Damn right they did. They used a screwdriver.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Come on, where is it? Bathroom door frame. Bathroom doorknob.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yeah, because he would know how to open it, idiot.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Not true.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
She is smug as hell. Kiyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Yes, Makoto. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Refresh me. From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck. Have fun. Training wheels coming off? Question mark? Nope. Training wheels aren't coming off yet.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Main.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Very true.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Alright. That's obviously the one I shoot at.
The culprit had Sayaka cornered.
To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it.
You
we
are...
already know the answer.
You are literally negative help. It's obvious that my bathroom door wouldn't open. The real reason for that is...
The incident took place in Makoto's. Sayaka was first attacked in the main
actually
room.
a contradiction. It's true that that is wrong.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door because
That's
Sayaka
true.
had locked.
And finally, the culprit to finish the job.
I fast-forwarded
We
through
already
it.
know the answer.
The incident
Unfortunate.
took place. Sayaka was first. She then fled into the.
Then the killer ran, and they got into the back. At that point, the killer...
Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Tell him, Makoto. Tell him the truth. Tell him how wrong he
The reason my bathroom
is.
didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Why would he know it was hard to open?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
It was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
You know he can.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
You did it on purpose, Monokuma. Shut up.
That's not lucky at all!
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Yeah, that means it wasn't me.
Okay,
Wasn't me, Makoto.
but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
He thought it was Sayaka's room. Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Now you're getting it.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, What the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Very true.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Very true.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
Haha, I'm not the culprit. Eat it, suckers.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, eat shit. Eat shit. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Oh my god.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
No.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
She really wanted anyone but Hina to talk.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
They were let in.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Not really.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
I'm not sure that's possible to do, but also suspend my disbelief.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
I mean, you're half right.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
That's right, Hifumi, and it's you.
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Insufferable boy. The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room, I already have the answer. Bop. Switching rooms. I believe that's what it wants me to do. What all do I have? Yep, it's switching rooms.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Was she scared, though? Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
Yes, it's because she was deceiving you, Makoto. Use your brain. Use your brain, my
What if her
dude.
being scared was a lie?
There you go. Giri, on my wavelength.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
It's pretty obvious, Makoto. Now it's your time to fret.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Don't worry, Kiyoko. I know you're right. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. She orchestrated the whole thing. What a conniving bitch. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? Oh.
I found a notepad during my
the
search,
plot thickens.
and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
What a detective. Actual sleuther.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
How do you know the classics?
Oh,
it's because
and
you're a
I should
detective.
also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And that note, Sayaka wrote it? Yes, Makoto, she did. Why would she write it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
You got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation. What young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Are you sure about that?
Huh? What makes you say that? Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Yes, say what you're about to say so I can easily refute it. Let me pick my bullet. Let me pick my bullet. Come on. It's not letting me pick my bullet.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes,
But
that
in
is
the
true.
note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
Yes.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
Not true.
The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
It's not really true.
Sayaka
Alright,
and
let's go through
Makoto
again.
switched rooms, correct?
Yes, we
But
did
in the
switch
note,
rooms.
the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
True.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
Not the room I was staying at.
No, it's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Very
They
well.
got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
You were so confident, Celeste. Oh my, you were so confident.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next
It's all
to each
coming
other,
together.
so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
Makoto's having an internal conflict right now. The only one person who could have switched the nameplates was, of course, her.
Got it! Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate.
She definitely does.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
Obviously to lure someone in.
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that,
Oh, it has something to do with getting out of this situation. I can tell you that much, Nina.
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
Very true.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
Now that's not true, Taco.
We figured it out! We
Not at
know
all.
who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
I mean, true, but not quite.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Very true.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh, most definitely.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
Hey, but guess what? She was playing you the whole time. You were just a bug lost in the spider's web, Makoto.
Seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Hey, he made that deduction for us.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Yes, 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 yes. Da, 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 da.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yes, Chihiro, it is.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
Now you're getting it.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened to my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. A bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Please let me switch bullets. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets in your truth cylinder. Thank you! Just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, it'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullets to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Yes, because I set it to that. Well then, good luck and have fun. Training wheels coming off.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Let's see what
And
our
that's when the
options are.
first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
Not true?
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So, she tried to
Probably
fight
the first one with this bullet.
She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Also not true.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Sword was used first and then the knife came afterward. No, that's not true. So really the order of events that leads to some unexplainable details.
When the fighting broke out,
the culprit, and that's when the first
Sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
Ease.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
You tell him.
Why not?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Yes.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Oh damn, he must be real dumb.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
It was used in defense.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Yes, and who had the kitchen
I
knife?
think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere.
Oh, Taka, you sweet summer flower.
Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too.
Nope.
Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Oh my god, this guy.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
You're giving her too much credit.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yep, palms of her hand.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Very convenient that the sword literally leaves a trace of where it's been.
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Very true.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Wash her hands. No.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
Whoa, insecurity.
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because the water was off.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower yet.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Should probably get on that, lady.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
Mm-hmm, sure.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
What? How would that be a compliment?
Insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
Yeah, it was Sayaka.
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen
Come on,
knife?
I've been on this the whole time. She was the one who was most clearly trying to kill somebody. She was going crazy. Over literally nothing, by the way.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first. and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Killed during her own murder plot. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
Very true. What? Get over it, Makoto. She's not a nice little girl.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
You tell him, Byakuya.
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct?
She was gonna frame you, Makoto. No. She never had your best interest at heart, dude.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Very true.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
She knew all along.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
Very true.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
Yes, that's why she died.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
She would deny it.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
That's not very true.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
She was grooming you, Naegi.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Very true.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Makoto really is the ultimate lucky student. He would have been fucked.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
You're in denial, Naegi.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Shut up, Monokuma.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
There's no time limit.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Very true. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. That is false. Trash duty, I was counterplaying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
It's probably the first one.
Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Very true. Wait, no, hold on. That's right, there is still a clue. Yes.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right? No!
Bam.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
Dining? Oh no, he's in denial.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Kiyoko is literally leading Makoto by the nose. I know she already knows who did it.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask. Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Pretty much. Her signature is there.
I got it!
Oh, they're talking about the dying
index
message.
Finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever,
Oh,
right?
no.
You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer,
That's
but
not how
I don't
programming
see any
works.
kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yes.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Well, no.
Whoa! You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Wow, that was the most positive asshole thing I've ever heard.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Probably only yours.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
What do you mean? You just assume the other ones aren't numbers either.
Rotate the image 180
He just doesn't know,
degrees.
guys. Thank you, Kiyoko. Huh? Rotate it. I think maybe I see something. Yes, use your brain. Who is it? Who is it? That's an L, maybe. Maybe it's not a 7. Followed by an E and an O and an N?
Oh my gosh.
Who could it be?
Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Alright, the trial should just end here.
Huh? You just shot past the clue card and right onto who did it.
It's because the clue was literally who did it, Hina.
So, whose name did she write?
You gonna X-Bang Gambit me? Oh, I get to select somebody. Get fucked. I know it was you.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
You did it, Leon. We know it was you.
L-E-O-N.
The
Or
jig
more
is up.
accurately, Leon.
We know it was you. Uh-oh. How the tables have turned.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Oh, yeah, a coincidence.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
We're gonna believe you, bro.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Hey.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Not true.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
Yeah, because it freaks you out, huh? You thought you were getting out, did you? No, you're not
If you're
getting
not
out.
the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Hey. Now she's a detective.
Huh?
You know
Freaking
what I'm
out.
talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Evidence. Alright, what's she talking about? Does it want me to talk about Incinerator, the burnt shirt piece? We know he tried to get rid of the hair. Do they want me... Do I even have the lint roller? I've already done that. Alright, which of these is it? Is it Trash Duty? Incinerator? Let's see what it says about the Incinerator. Activated via switch. Claims that it was the last time you saw. Incinerator was off. Checked that it was on fire. This from the gate to the Incinerator is roughly 30 feet. Okay. Let's see your burnt shirt piece. Pretty sure it's this.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
Yes, that is how blood works.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked.
Indeed.
Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right! There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
True.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, Leon's starting to realize how screwed he is.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the button-up shirt, the killer wasn't able to get rid of. Something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed of. Yes, how did he get it in the incinerator? But is the game thinking that far ahead? Am I ahead of the game? Probably not.
If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Oh no, incriminating yourself. You have the right to remain silent, Leon. I'm just gonna let you know that you've just ruined your entire credibility.
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Yeah, nobody would except a baseball star, right? Mm-hmm.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Exactly. You're gonna try to frame me, fool me, but we know it wasn't him.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
He realized it was him. No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. Exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. You know it. Shattered crystal ball. That's the one I think.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Not true.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Hey.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball,
But how would you use it?
You throw it very hard, Chihiro. Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it.
I got it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Very true.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Very true.
Wait, no, just hold on.
You're not getting out of this one, brother.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Yes, I wonder who, if not the ultimate baseball man.
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Except, yeah, for anyone but you, dude.
Difficult.
You should really just shut up.
Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because...
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer!
Yeah.
These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Hey, it's the closing argument.
We can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean end this?
What do you mean end this? Yeah, you're going bye-bye, Leon.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed.
You should have just broken her bones and left her in the bathroom and then just walked out. It would have been fine. She would have shown up with a few scratches, some bruises, you know.
Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure, we'll hear more. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. I'm glad they wish me having fun after every tutorial. Oh yeah, she ready to kill. Look of a killer. Alright, let's see. What all do I have? Probably... Alright, so this is a Japanese game, which means it's probably right to left. So is it this? I'm assuming. See, he's at the door, he goes to grab the handle, he's in. She attacks. You framing bitch, I don't like you at all. What would go here? What is that? Oh, that's him balling up his shirt. Is it that? Yeah, it definitely is. Smack. Get smacked. Couldn't even get a surprise attack correct. What is it? She like hides in the bathroom, right? She's in the bathroom. She doesn't have blood on her yet. Oh wait, no, definitely not. She's against the bathroom wall. Isn't she in the bathroom at that point? Maybe he picks up the knife? Is there a panel of him doing that? These illustrations get me so bad. She didn't get stabbed yet. Yeah, you can't get in the door. Maybe this shouldn't? Yeah, she's already dropping that there, so it should be this. There are decoys. Okay, she gets stabbed. She writes Leon, blah blah blah. He pick up that roller. He throw the ball. Oh, I know. Okay. Throws it, he turns on the incinerator, he throws in the shirt. Wait, no, it should be this. This is right to left. Yeah, because this is already there.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Oh yeah, you better take one more look good, Makoto.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Well, she missed.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Weak-ass bones.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it.
Didn't know it wasn't locked.
Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message.
Complete selfish asshole to the very end.
To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
What a god. What a pitching god, actually.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
I would have gotten away with it too.
The final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator.
I mean, the glass was there too, which is arguably a bigger piece of evidence than the shirt.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
He already did that with the glass ball, but you know.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Oh, it's right, alright.
It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Hey, continuity.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
We're already talking about the evidence, my dude.
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence?
I am. I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes. I actually need a refresher on this one. It could be different from the other games. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent will simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle. During the bullet time battle, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Oh no, it's a rhythm game. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. This isn't confusing at all. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going, you'll initiate a tempo up. No, it changes the beat? This is gonna be horrible. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. Yeah, great. Cool design choice. So watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet like any other statement. Feed their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well, good luck and have fun.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Yeah. Say what you want, Leon.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
God, stop describing yourself. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Alright, it's the left mouse
Where's
button?
your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up!
I honestly do not know what's happening right now. This mini game is actual garbage.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
This is actually ridiculously bad.
Shut up! Stupid!
I have to spam click the right mouse button because it doesn't always lock onto something. How am I supposed to, like...
You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
This is actually ridiculously bad.
You lied! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Why do I have to spam the button?
Where's your proof?
Where's my mouse? I just fire. The answer is I just click the button. Don't worry. That was horrible. I actually can't describe how bad that minigame was.
Removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
Thank God I only have to do that once a trial. Jeez.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
He knows he got.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Wow, this guy has no arguments.
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
He's breaking down.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Oh, he's freaking out. Give me that S. Give me that S. I got a C. Oh, yeah. That game mode sucked. Looks like you can only get an A anyways. Let's go. 93 medals. I'm about to get all the prizes.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
You know we did. You know we're...
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Oh yeah, no one would want to do that.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Did we get it right? My inkling says yes. There really was no question. Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blacken in this case is the one that kills Sayaka. Was none other than Leon Kuwata. He's shocked, even though he shouldn't be.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really? Yes, he did, Makoto. Kill Sayaka? Yes, he did. I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed. To be honest, it wasn't. She had already retreated. We could have just left.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's
all.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, we'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Would you have? Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. Yes, she was. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. What? Makoto, I'm disappointed in you. After all, the mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. Come on, Makoto. Just because she got baited doesn't remove her liability in the situation. She could have just not killed him. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. What do you mean? They're literally holding your family. You know they're holding your family. You are in her situation. You literally are in her situation. What do you mean, Makoto? Now we're trapped in here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. Yeah. We all knew she had the biggest motive. Because she is literally the most selfish being on the planet. The only thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka. But the thing is, even if she graduated, she would have just known why it happened. It wasn't even that it would have been undone. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Even murder, boys. Even murder. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. No, she was just using you from the beginning. She was never your friend. So, when she said,
no matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she's using you. She literally had the plan already. She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Yes. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? Probably, yes. I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I mean, he's right.
Phew!
I understand. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. I mean, she did technically choose. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunge at Monokuma. Whoa, but...
That's enough.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, Kiyoko. That is enough. As angry as I was, Kiyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would... Okay. Strong enough, I was sure... There should be a comma there. 100%. Strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make your enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it.
Ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Punishment?
You mean execution?
That is what he means.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. And you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. But you chose not to. It's not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder.
So, that's
No,
why...
that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Sure you have. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka, do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. What, Suwa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind. Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetrate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star!
No!
I'm very sorry, Leon.
Give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Goodbye, Leon. This is one messed up way to die. Everyone's watching. Oh, no. That is messed up. I'm pretty sure that's... We've reached 1,000 by now. That is not a way you want to go, that's for sure.